Hey guys, Scott here. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to eat to get shredded. If you've been trying to lose fat, get jacked, look muscular, look more lean, this video is for you. And I'm sharing this with you from personal experience. And yes, I know I do not have a shirt on, and it's meant to show you that I myself am muscular and lean. You can see some upper chest popping in. So it gives me credibility to talk about this. So first things first, when we are talking about diet and fat loss, we want to make sure that we're in a calorie deficit. Yeah, I know you've heard it all before, but yes, that is important. One of the best ways that you can calculate your total daily calories is by using an online calculator. I'll drop some of them down in the description below, but there's also another way that I find works great as well to calculate your cutting calories. All right. So let's say, for example, you're 200 pounds. Take 200 and multiply that by 12. That will give you your starting basis point for calories. And this works, and it's super simple. Yeah, you can use those calculators, but sometimes they're off by quite a bit. So what I tell people to do as well is to ballpark where your cutting calories should be and calibrate from there. So what you're trying to do there is you're weighing yourself every morning for, say, a week. And if your weight is going down over a week's time, that means you're on the right track. And if it's dropping too fast, your calories might be too low. So that's just some of the things on calories. If you have any questions on this, please comment down below and I'll try my best to answer them. But yes, you want to be in a calorie deficit. This is super important, okay? It allows your body to start to use the fat that is stored as energy instead of the food that you've been eating. Now, sometimes this takes a few days, weeks, and sometimes up to even a month for your body to get into this fat adaptation phase, is what I like to call it and what many of other people call it. So don't be scared, start small, and you can always recalibrate from there. So anyway, how to eat to get shredded. So one of the most important things you're going to want to do is eat a balanced diet. Yes, you're going to be eating carbs. And I know a lot of you and I myself have gone down this rabbit hole of thinking that in order to lose fat, I'm just going to cut out my carbs completely and the weight is going to drop off. And yeah, sure, that can work short term. And it's worked for me before. I did it January, I did a carnivore month, 0 carbs. I lost 12 pounds. That was sweet. But the problem was I quickly gained that weight back once I reintroduced carbs. And the thing with that is, like anything, if you only know how to lose weight a certain way, the only way you're going to be able to keep it off is continuing that same certain way. And I don't know about you, but I'm going to want to continue eating carbs for the rest of my life. And so this approach that I'm going to be talking about is more longer term. It's not going to be short term. Yes, you can see results quickly, but we're looking at more of a balanced approach of proteins, fats, and carbs. Now, if you're trying to get absolutely jacked and maintain as much muscle as you can possibly hold on to, you're going to want to have enough protein in your diet. And what a lot of people say is you should eat 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. And some people like to say per pound of goal body weight. But that just gives us a rough number. And I think that is a great basis to start your calories off of. Proteins, 1 gram of protein has 4 calories. So, if you're 200 pounds, you're going to be eating 200 grams of protein. Or you could take another approach. Some people like to say 0.8 grams to 1 gram per pound of body weight. So that puts you anywhere in the 170 to 200 grams for a 200-pound male eating protein. Now, I truthfully do not think you need more than this to maintain your muscle while you are trying to cut and lose fat. I've made the mistake in the past of putting my protein way too high when I'm cutting. And yes, it can work. Yes, it's great. But the problem is you sacrifice fats and carbs along the way because you only have a limited budget to pull from. So I like to have more carbs, and I've noticed my body thrives more on higher fat, especially as a natural lifter. You need fat in order to maintain your hormones, keep your energy up, and same with the carbs. The carbs fuel your workouts. So all macronutrients are super important while we are eating to get shredded. Okay, so now let's talk about some protein sources. Let's talk about the actual diet, how to eat to get shredded. So, sure, you can lose weight by eating, let's say your maintenance calories are 2,500 and you're going to be eating 2,000 calories a day to lose weight. Let me take a quick backtrack. 500 calories times 7 days in a week, 30 equals 3,500. 3,500 calories equals 1 pound of fat. So just to kind of get a basis of what the heck I'm talking about here for some of you that might not know this information. But anyway, so if you're eating 2,000 calories and your maintenance calories are 2,500, your maintenance calories are what your calories would be in order for you to maintain your weight. If you're at 2,000 calories and you're eating 2,000 calories worth of cereal, donuts, Skittles, you can, in theory, I've never tested this myself, but you will, in theory, lose weight. Weight is what I'm saying. It's not going to be pretty. You're going to hate it. It's not going to be sustainable. But yes, you can lose weight while you are in a deficit like that. But I think it is much of a better approach to have 85, 90, even up to 95% of your foods that you're going to be eating from whole food sources. So what does that mean? Whole food sources. That means single ingredient foods. So when we're talking about protein, we're thinking about any type of animal protein, beef, chicken, lamb, elk, bison, fish, seafood, shrimp, and so that's on the animal side, and then on just other things thrown in from there. Eggs, liquid egg whites, Greek yogurt. Where else are we getting some proteins from? Those are my favorite. And then when we're talking about carbs, whole food sources, real food, carbs. So rice, potatoes, fruit, honey, and from there as well you get some fiber and also some vegetables thrown in the mix as well. Helps you feel full and really gives your body the nutrients that it needs to perform at its highest level. And then fats, you're going to get your fats from animal proteins and eggs and some of the added fats into your food, such as peanut butter, although I do think peanut butter is more of a processed food. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Do you eat peanut butter? Do you think it's a real food? It's kind of debatable. But added fats, butter, oils, and from your other proteins. So the basis of the diet is to keep it as real food as possible. I've made the mistake in the past of doing an extreme, if it fits your macros diet, where you could basically eat whatever as long as it fits into your macro budget for the day. And sure, that can work, but I don't know about you, but I don't always want to be sitting in front of my phone being like, all right, I'm going to have a Snickers bar and it's 230 calories and it's whatever fat, whatever carbs. Sure, that can work, but I don't like to operate like that, man. That takes too much stress. I just want to wake up and know exactly what I'm eating. And that's kind of what I'm getting to here is one of the keys to how to eat to get shredded is eating the same thing every day. So finding foods that you enjoy and backfilling it from there. So we want to get your protein in line and then your carbs in line and your fats in line with your preferences. So for a 200-pound male, let's say, they're going to be eating 200 grams of protein. So let me pull up my calculator here. 200 times 12 is 2,400 calories. 200 grams of protein times 4. That's going to be 800 calories from protein. Let me pull up a notepad too, so we're tracking this properly. 2,000 times 12 equals 2,400 calories. We're going to have 200 grams of protein equals 800 calories. Now, the carbs and the fats, you can kind of backfill, but what I find is a good ratio is to have 40% of your total calories from fat. Okay, so let's run the numbers here. So 2,400 times 0.4. Let's see what that equals out to. 2,400 times 0.4 is 960 calories from fat. 960 divided by 9 is 106. So what does that leave us with? $800 calories from protein plus 960 calories. So that's 1,760. So we're going to take 2,400 minus 1,760. That's 640. 640 divided by 4 is going to be 160. Carbs. All right, that's just running the numbers here. You can have more carbs if you want, and you might actually prefer to, but trust me, I found that higher fat sometimes works. But find a nice little balance, 35 to 40% of your total calories coming in from the fats, and then fill in the rest of the calories from your carbs. So how to eat to get shredded, what I like to do, I eat the same breakfast and lunch and post-workout shake basically every single day. I have some key meals that I like to rotate throughout, and then I leave it up for a little bit more of a variety throughout my dinner. So I like to have dinner cooked fresh. So for example, for my breakfast, I'm eating 3 to 5 eggs, some Greek yogurt, some blueberries, and that's a solid, good, balanced breakfast for me. Then I like to train in the mornings. I used to train fasted, but I'm not training fasted anymore. I like to have a little fuel in me. Then I have my post-workout shake, which is pure protein and carbs, almost zero fat in that shake. And what's nice with that is those carbs and that protein quickly gets into your system. Those carbs refuel your muscles after training heavily, and that protein can help start to repair that muscle almost immediately after that training period. So I think that there is some value and there is an anabolic window when it comes to meal timing, but you don't want to overcomplicate it. Like if you're just getting started out, you don't have to go crazy about it. Like if you don't hit your anabolic window, like I think you'll be okay. And then for lunch, it's usually some ground beef, lean ground beef, or some chicken with some seasoning on there, with either rice or potato, and then I have anywhere from 100 to 300 grams of total weight of vegetables thrown in the mix as well. What I find with vegetables, and what I've made the mistake of doing in the past, is skipping on them completely. I thought they were unnecessary. I thought, oh, they were bad for me, oxalates, not good for my system. Turns out that is not true, and it's not the case for me at all. So I think vegetables have a place in the diet. It helps your digestion get on point. And there's also some valuable micronutrients in there as well that I think cannot be overlooked. And then Dinner is a lean protein, a carb, and a vegetable. So that's what works for me. Basically having 3 eating periods throughout the day, 3 structured meals, along with the post-workout shake. So please let me know if you have any questions. I do have a jacked shredding program that is my personal system that I've used to cut body fat and maintain it and create more of the lifestyle around it. Yes, it is a program that you can follow for 8 to 12 weeks, but the idea behind the program is that it's a lifestyle that you follow forever. It's not just this quick fix thing where you're cutting out food groups or you're tracking your calories like an absolute psychopath. No, the idea of this program is to give you the tools you need to create a plan that you can follow for life. And the benefit is you can see results in 8 to 12 weeks. And yeah, I know there is more to life to getting jacked and getting into shape, but I truly believe that is the foundation for success for everywhere else, because that structure and that discipline applied to your body, not only will it make you feel better, look better, be more confident, but it shows you and it gives you confidence to apply that same level of intensity to other things in your life. So that's really my message I'm trying to get across to you as the viewer. And this is what I wish I heard years ago. I've been training for 13 plus years, natural bodybuilding. I've tried just about any diet that you could possibly imagine. And I made it my mission 5, maybe 6 years ago to find the best and most optimal diet for humans. And I believe that I found and I finally cracked that code for myself. And I want to share that with you. It's been super valuable to me. It's given me a new outlook on fitness in the lifestyle. And I want to share that message with you. So check out my program. It is the Jacked Shredding Program. You will receive the exact protocols that I followed and how to create a nutrition plan for yourself. You will receive a training program that'll really move the needle. It's not going to be a bunch of junk volume. You only have to train 3 or 4 times a week to really see some serious progress. So check it out. It supports me. And I also have a beef jerky business. I will drop that down below. That is a discussion for another video. And also my Amazon storefront is below where you can check out the products I use. So I want to say thank you for watching. Subscribe if you like this video. Like it. Comment down below. Any questions, just ask. Thank you for watching. Peace.